Hello viewers. Great news! The good people at dkoldies.com are sponsoring this video. Pretty cool, huh? Use coupon code GRABBAGSHOWROCKS to save 15% on your next order. Act fast, because this exclusive sale will not last forever. What's up everyone there in internet land? I'm Vinny.
I'm Joe.
And this is the Retro Grab Bag Show, episode 0. So what we're going to do here is we're going to intro ourselves. It's a bit of an icebreaker. And then we're going to unbox some video games that I got in the mail yesterday. So, Joe, when do you think we started having this idea of doing something like this?
Oh, geez, I'm going to guess a year or two ago. You know, we started texting maybe, about possibly a podcast or just talking about, you know, the things we like to do. You know, as an adult, we still do some of the things, but mainly about what we've done growing up, you know, things that we liked with video games, mainly movies maybe at that point. Books didn't come a little later, but, you know, the big things now that we're into are the games, the movies, and the books. And, you know, just to get together and start talking about things like that. Not that we're interesting people, but, you know, I think we have some things to say about some things that we like, and
absolutely,
you know, maybe there's some people out there that would like to hear what we think. But
that's pretty good. Yeah, it's the Grab Bag Show because we might be, like you said, we might be movies, video games, maybe books or comic books or you know, anything really. Yeah, and we're not experts on any of this. We just have a lot of stuff. So I started to unpack. We moved a year ago. And I started to unpack some of my stuff, and I know you have your collection set up, and I was like, you know, we could probably start, you know, collecting more and, you know, putting some of this stuff together, and this is kind of where we're at now, and it's more of a hodgepodge, but that's kind of what the show is. So week to week, we will tackle singular topics, and again, you don't know what you're going to get. So yeah, I ordered some games. So you know from the Sonic episode that I'm now collecting Sega, and I also really want 2600 and NES stuff. So I ordered. I like to kind of spread it around. I like to visit flea markets or go to. There's a lot of game stores in the area. They're actually all over, and also online too. I do a ton of online shopping. It's a lot easier.
it is. I was really heavy into this maybe 3-4 years ago, and coming into it not really knowing how big the retro scene is back now, in terms of people wanting the old Nintendos, wanting the Super Nintendos. I was surprised to see like a game like Castlevania goes for $30 now, where I remember going to a yard sale maybe 5 years ago and it'd be like, hey, give me a quarter for it. You know, you don't even see that at yard sales anymore. So when you go to these flea markets, they know also.
It's tough.
And I assume that's obviously from the internet, price charting websites, and eBay.
Definitely not from this show, but game hunting shows like that. I'm sure you could go to like you just said, a flea market and grab a bin of games back in the day for $1.
I remember that.
All of these could have been $3.
Forget it now, unless it's a common, you know, bowling for Atari. Well, you're looking at over $10.
I hate to say it, but that's actually a segue into this because none of these are groundbreaking.
They're all still good.
They're hey, well, I'll tell you what, it's stuff I didn't have.
Do you know what you ordered, or this is?
I kind of remember. You might want to get in that. I have a pretty good idea.
Okay, but it is sealed. Well, sort of broken.
Well,
so
we helped you out a little bit,
But we have not looked at this yet. So
no, I can't wait for this.
We're going to do this on camera.
This is from dkoldies.com.
Okay.
Great site. I've talked to the owners. They're good people.
They're local.
They're from Lancaster. Yeah. They got a pretty big warehouse, from what I understand. So do one at a time here, and we'll take a quick look.
This thing's loaded up. You don't mess around. The classic.
So,
Cosmic Art.
Have you played Cosmic Art?
I don't think I have.
So I've watched a guy named it's Friday Night Arcade, and every Friday he does a review of a retro game. It's pretty good stuff.
Okay.
He happens to love that game. I've never played it. It looks awesome. That's why I picked it up.
Okay.
There you go.
I think I had a game like that was a Demon Attack. Looked like
Well, you might want to look right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, Demon
There
Attack.
it is.
All right.
Yep.
But yeah,
So now-
you get the classic colors and the cool.
You could even try holding it up if you want.
Little label
I could
there,
could
but-
throw images up there.
Yeah,
That's fine.
the classic Atari.
Yeah, I mean, this.
Same
I actually don't own any carts that look like that yet.
Yeah, I know we
that
had a few.
company.
All right,
right.
moving on. We got a Sega
We have
Genesis.
a Sega game that was. Let me see that. Yeah, Winter Challenge. It was incredibly affordable. Never played it. Again, we weren't Sega kids, but it's going to go on the shelf. What do you got?
Another Sega Genesis.
Oh, Battleship.
Battleship.
Hey, why not?
So is that just like the board game?
I suppose.
knows?
We'll have to see. Maybe me and the kids will play it. What's that one?
Eternal
I don't know much
Champions?
about this one either, but that looks pretty awesome. It almost looks like something I'd play.
Yeah, I mean we're a bunch of idiots with all these games, I guess, because we don't know any of them. What a great,
Yep.
what a great revealing here. But
Yep.
yeah, this is just about 3 and 2
Yep.
Atari games. So now we
So
got
what do
the
you got?
classic Atari label,
Yep. Night Driver.
Night Driver, which I believe was a paddle game,
Cool.
and probably garbage.
Needed
but,
it.
You know,
Yep.
I'm sure we enjoyed it.
What else do we have there? Another one.
Another classic label,
Yep.
Warlords.
I just love this stuff. Like,
Hey, we're definitely pulling games that
Yep.
we have not really gotten into. So
No, not.
this is fun.
yep.
Now,
Well,
there's
we
a
can-
classic. Now, I believe I played the Super Breakout version of this, and
Yeah.
that was one of my big
That was you?
big paddle games when I was.
I
growing
remember
up.
that one too. Yeah, that
That's
was
the
a pretty
where the
big one.
Knocking the ball.
I
all
had to
around.
get that one.
All right,
so
now it
we're
looks
getting
like we
into
got
something.
some NES, which we
We-
talked
we
about.
were
this
just
one,
talking about
and
this
must
over
be why
Easter.
you brought it up, and until recently was unaware that this game even existed.
With-
I know Rad Racer.
Yep.
One, I was a big fan of that.
Mhm.
I think everyone knows that one, but was
So what
not
I
aware.
So you
Two,
haven't played Rad Racer 2?
I've never heard of it. So,
I didn't hear about it until we started talking about it
Yeah.
around Easter, and I looked into it. It seemed we'll have to play it. We'll either play all these because otherwise we haven't played.
Yeah.
But apparently, Rad Racer 2 is kind of just like Rad Racer,
I would hope so.
like maybe the same game.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's probably something different about it. If you guys know anything about Rad Racer 2, leave a comment so we know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
We
but
might not
yeah,
be able to get to play it right away.
We'll play it. Now, this game I'm aware of. I just recently
Yeah. I needed to get mine. I needed to get-
repurchased this because I'm actually in the middle of collecting all the Black Label classic Nintendo. So I had to get this,
Mhm.
and I actually did use this game to test a Nintendo system that I purchased, and I remembered how much of a horrible game that is and how impossible of a game that is. So I'll never
Before-
play it, but it's cool to have.
So, what was the Super Nintendo golf game we played the crap out of? Because that was pretty damn good. Was that just PGA?
That was just PGA golf,
That
and
worked,
that's-
man.
We played the hell out of that
Yeah.
with dots. Remember Chad?
Of course.
And, we just
Yep.
that was one of those.
That was great.
That was one of those Blizzard of '92 games
well,
that we'll
that's
probably get
that's
into.
coming up very
Yeah.
soon. Yes,
I believe we
I
own this.
played. Yeah, I definitely played a lot of that. I need to rekindle it. Didn't have it.
I think it was popular.
Fester's Quest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was popular back in the day, but I don't think it was that good of a game.
Right. Of course.
Oh,
not.
and then
There's
we
another
have-
one in there. Oh,
and then we have the
God,
classic.
I forgot about this one.
I remember playing
Yep.
this with my cousin Tony. I think we always had these games on
Bases
hand.
loaded. Yep.
Always had a baseball game, and this for a few years was our go-to for baseball.
I think Bases Loaded 2 was also a one we rocked as well.
I think they
both
made,
of them.
I think they made
they might have made
4
a few.
bases loaded. So but the
Yeah.
first one was the one we enjoyed.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
it's
that's
a bunch
pretty
of games
cool.
I didn't have. A lot of them were very affordable. Again, that was from dkoldies.com. We'd like to spread it around. So before we end the icebreaker episode, I do want to do something. You said you didn't have this one. Oh, you just said you didn't have Demon Attack?
I never played Cosmic Art.
But do you currently own a copy of Demon Attack? Because I know we played a lot of this.
I don't think I have it.
Here you go.
Oh, look at that.
That's for you.
Thanks for my collection. That's at
Yep.
home.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
So I figure if I give you a gift on one of our first episodes, they might not think I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
There you
they
go.
think you're an asshole.
There you go.
Well, just wait.
Yep. All right. That'll do it. Be good to everyone. We'll see you next week.